Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming tonight as we honor Quinn, Niermeyer, and his Eagle Scout celebration. My name is Ed Grodz. I'm the Scoutmaster for Troop 20, and I would like to introduce our Master of Ceremonies tonight, our Assistant Scoutmaster, John Lawson.
Good evening. My name is John Lawson, former Scoutmaster during most of Quinn's time in Troop 20, and now Assistant Scoutmaster, and I'm pleased to serve as Master of Ceremonies tonight as we honor Quinn Niermeyer for his ascent up Eagle Mountain. This is indeed a special night in the life of Quinn and his troop. Before we begin, I'd like to make a few introductions. Todd Hilmer, former Scoutmaster. Tom Dottle, Advancement Chair for Troop 20. And Jennifer Selmer, our Troop Committee Chair. There'll be a reception after the ceremony is completed, and I'm told that there are some pictures back by the displays there that are available for taking, particularly for those of you who might be in some of the high adventure pictures that are there, the ones sitting back on the table by the stands. So now, please rise for our invocation, presented by Jennifer Selmer, and remain standing as we present the colors.
Dear Father in heaven, we thank you for allowing us to be here today to witness Quinn as he receives his Eagle Scout Award. We also thank you for allowing so many of the friends and family who have had so much influence on Quinn to be here to share in this great celebration of Quinn and all of the efforts that he's put forth. Thank you, Lord, for the witness we have seen on display here today in the lives of these outstanding young men, and for the light that lives in their example. Help us to learn from their commitment to service, citizenship, friendship, and character. We ask that you bless Quinn, Troop 20, and the Boy Scouts of America. Amen.
Sam?
Honor Guard, please present the colors. Please join us as we say the Pledge of Allegiance. Scott salute.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
2. Scouts, please join us in the Scout Oath.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
2. Honor Guard, you are dismissed.
Scouts of Troop 20, please stand. Let's renew our spirit by reminding ourselves of the meaning of the Scout law.
A Scout is trustworthy. A Scout is honored, is to be trusted. If you were to violate his honor by telling a lie, or by cheating, or by not doing exactly a given task, when trust on his honor, he may be directed to hand over his Scout badge.
A Scout is loyal. He is loyal to all to whom loyalty is due. The Scout leader, his home, and parents and country.
The Scout is helpful. He must be prepared at any time to save life, help injured persons, and share the home duties. He must do at least one good turn to somebody every day.
The Scout is friendly.
He is a friend to all and a brother to every other scout.
A scout is courteous. He's polite to all, especially to women, children, old people, and the weak and helpless. He does not take pay for being helpful or courteous.
A scout is kind. He is a friend to animals. He will not kill nor hurt any living creature needlessly, but will strive to save and protect all harmless life.
A scout is obedient. He obeys his parents, scoutmaster, patrol leader, and all other duly constituted authorities.
Scout is cheerful. He smiles whenever he can. His obedience to orders is prompt and cheery. He never shirks nor grumbles at hardships.
A scout is thrifty. He does not wantonly destroy property. He works faithfully, wastes nothing, and makes the best use of his opportunities. He saves his money so that he may pay his own way. Be generous to those in need and helpful to weighty objects. He may work for pay, but must not receive tips for courtesies or good terms.
The scout is brave. He has the courage to face danger in spite of fear, and to stand up for the right against coaxing a friend, or the jeers or threats of enemies, and defeats those not down.
Scout is clean. He keeps clean in body and thought, stands for clean speech, clean sport, clean habits, and travels with a clean blood.
A scout is reverent. He is reverent toward God. He is faithful in his religion duties and respects the convictions of others and their custom and religion.
And now we will share the legend of Eagle Mountain. Early one morning, a young boy stood at a trailhead. Before him rose a mighty mountain, which seemed all the mightier when compared with his smallness. A trail led to the mountain, and then up it to incredible heights before vanishing in the clouds. On this trail, the boy could see other boys and young men, some of whom turned and beckoned him to follow. The boy began to climb, refusing perhaps to believe he could ever reach the top. At first, the trail rose gently, and the boy had many companions. But soon, he began to sweat and breathe heavily, and many of his companions turned away. And still, the boy climbed. At times, he climbed quickly. At times, he climbed slowly. At times, he had to go down a little way to find another path, or stop a while to catch his breath. But still he climbed. The trail became steeper, the air thinner, but the climber scarcely noticed, for he had, along the way, become stronger of body and hardier of spirit. And still he climbed. And finally, in the cool peace of evening time, he stood alone at the top of the world and looked around him. To the left, he saw a fiery golden sunset. To the right, he saw a diamond-studded, silky black night sky. Behind him, he saw the trail that he had followed and the hikers who were following in his footsteps. And in front of him, he saw another mountain, and another, and another, and a whole procession of mountains marching off to the horizon. But the young man, for now he was a man, knew that none of these other mountains were insurmountable, that all could and would be climbed, for he had learned many skills in the climbing of the first mountain, and he would carry those skills with him long after this mountain was forgotten. And besides, he could begin climbing the next mountain tomorrow. Tonight, he would rest and celebrate and ponder the journey that he had completed. So tonight, we pause to rest and celebrate and honor this fine young man, Eagle Scout Quinn Niermeyer, as he stands at the top of the world and looks around him. And now, it is time for the highlight of our program, the presentation of the Eagle Scout Award. I'd like to ask Scoutmaster Ed Gross to come forward and make the appropriate presentations.
Honor guard, please escort the Eagle Scout candidate to the front. We've heard a lot tonight about what it means to be an Eagle Scout. Now our honoree will have a chance to tell us a little bit about what his climb of Eagle Mountain has meant to him.
First, I want to apologize for looking depressed in all those pictures. I think all of them were kind of on our iPods or something where I was smiling. But okay. Then I want to start out with thanking everybody for coming and for supporting me through the years. There are two people I will leave out for specific reasons that will be known later. So I want to thank Mr. Homer for being my first Scoutmaster of Boy Scouts. He's done a lot for our troop. He's been in it, doing some merit badges, helping out the kids. Very good mentor. Mr. Lawson, obviously, has been a great Scoutmaster for the years. My dad has been supporting me a lot through this. That's good. He's been kind of the guy that's been pushing me for Eagle Scouts, so without him I probably wouldn't be here today or any other day. I'd like to thank, obviously, Latham Peak because they've done such a great job helping with my project. They were very helpful and courteous, basically all the scout points that you could think of. I would highly recommend doing Latham Peak. They have a very good plan thought out. A lot of projects come through here. They have a lot of ideas to get you guys started. Hopefully Brett will try and do his here. I know it's going to be a challenge for him with this time deadline, but he'll probably make it. So basically coming up through Scouts, I started out about 5th grade or so, kind of thought I'd never really come here. Had the idea it would be cool to be an Eagle Scout. Didn't really know the full meaning because I was about 11 or 12, so you don't really know a lot then. But through the years, all my friends I've made definitely would have not known Brett or Dan through what if I didn't have Boy Scouts because they did go to a different school. So that was definitely a major plus, making all those friends. Having all those fun trips that you see. Sea base was definitely enjoyable, but the island smelled really bad, so that was kind of downside. Couldn't wear my shirt for a couple months after that. Northern Tier was a little bit smelly, or less smellier, I guess, how to describe it. That was really fun too. I recommend it if you love canoeing. I know Dan really likes canoeing, so hopefully we'll get up there sometime, maybe independently. Basically what I've learned through Boy Scouts is that anything is possible. If you try hard enough, sometimes you give up, or you really want to give up, and that's not always the best idea. At the time it might be, because you're struggling, but you will run into some issues climbing up a mountain. I mean, obviously in Everest you're going to get massive storms, which will slow you down, but hopefully not turn you back down that mountain, because it is quite amazing when you get to the top. So I want to ask Mr. Lawson and Mr. Dowd to come up here for a second. So without these guys, it probably wouldn't be your major part. Mr. Lawson has been very involved, very helpful through these. He's counseled me in a couple merit badges, so that really helped me get part of those Eagle and non-Eagle required. And Mr. Dowd has been very helpful, making sure that I'm running smoothly throughout it and getting all my advancements on time, merit badges checked in on time. Very involved in Cub Scouts, so that was a very big help. So I'd like to offer you guys these mentor pins. I would put it on, but I don't want to stab you, so. Or myself.
Thank you.
Becoming an Eagle Scout is not the end of the journey, it's really just the beginning. So what to look forward in the future is just the Scoutmaster Todd Hilmer will come up and explain what to look forward to.
So it's my pleasure to be here tonight. As you heard, I was the Scoutmaster when Quinn came into the troop. So it's been a great pleasure for me to see him grow up and continue advancing and just as we hope with all the scouts, continuing to advance and really mature, and I think Quinn's a great example. So I get to give Quinn the Eagle Charge. Congratulations, you've made it. You've climbed the Eagle Mountain, and I applaud your achievement. But now it's time to look toward the future, toward those other mountains out on the horizon. How are you going to climb them? The same way you climbed the Eagle Mountain. Just remember the things you learned on your way to Eagle, and you'll be able to climb any mountain, to overcome any obstacle. Do you remember when you first looked up at the Eagle Mountain, how high it seemed back then? But then you took that first step along the trail and began climbing. One step at a time, you followed the trail blazed by others. Then when that path faded away, you blazed your own trail, a trail that others are now following. And finally, always keeping your eye on the goal, you reached the top. You have many mountains waiting to be climbed. Some may seem insurmountable, but they can all be conquered. Just set your goal, take that first step, follow the blazed trail until it's time to blaze your own, and always keep your eye on the goal. May God be with you as you begin your next climb.
Many times over the last few years, with a lot of these guys out here, you've joined them in repeating the Scout Oath. Now you'll stand here with the Eagle Scouts in the room and repeat a new oath, the Eagle Scout promise. Though the words you say are similar to those you've said so many times before, tonight they will mean more to you than they ever have. When you pledge yourself on your sacred honor, you will be sealing your oath with the words which closed the Declaration of Independence. I'd like all the Eagle Scouts in the room to stand at this time and rededicate themselves by repeating the Eagle Scout promise with our new Eagle Scout. Just make the Scout sign and repeat after me. I reaffirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
I reaffirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself the obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout.
The obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout.
On my honor, I will do my best
On my honor, I will do my best
to make my training an example,
to make my training an example,
my rank and my influence
my rank and my influence
count strongly for better scouting and for better citizenship.
count strongly for better scouting and better citizenship.
In my troop,
In my troop,
in my community,
in my community,
and in my contacts with other people.
in my contacts with other people.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
Thank you. You can be seated. On.
It is our tradition in our troop to present each new Eagle Scout with a silver dollar. This is part of the link that binds our Eagles together and to scouting. The silver dollar, which we present, is an Eisenhower series which depicts an eagle landing on the moon. This scene was chosen for this special coin because the Apollo astronauts chose the name of Eagle for the first lunar lander. All of us know that historic message from the moon in the summer of 1969, the Eagle has landed. But the story goes further. Neil Armstrong, the first human to set foot on the moon, was an Eagle Scout. In fact, many of the astronauts who walked on the moon are Eagle Scouts. The eagle on this coin is symbolic of them, and we hope of you. It is a proud eagle, wings spread wide, talons extended, and his beak open as if to proclaim his success to the whole world. He is proud of that great achievement, as you are proud of your achieving the eagle rank, and we are proud of you. That eagle never gave up, overcame many obstacles, never lost sight of his dream, much the same as you have done. You have reached a great goal, and we share your joy and your pride with you. The silver dollar doesn't buy much these days, but what this one represents is priceless. It is my hope that you will keep it as a memento of this day. As you come across it in later years, may you remember all that it represents. Perhaps someday when you feel down on your luck, you will take this dollar out and remember how you kept going. and the difficulties you had to overcome to reach this goal. Maybe it will give you that little something which so often means success instead of giving up. You today are an Eagle Scout, a winner, one of the select few. Never forget it, and all that this dollar represents. Parents, family, friends, the Eagle has landed. Support his dreams and ambitions. He cannot duplicate Neil Armstrong's task, but he can make a difference and help bring peace on earth to all. Congratulations. Thank you. Will the honor guard please escort the candidates' parents forward? Quinn, your parents have undoubtedly been your primary source of strength and help. No one will ever know the unnumbered acts of self-sacrifice from your mother. I'd like your mother to pin the Eagle Medal on your uniform. Stay. Okay. In recognition of your mother's devotion, please present her with this Eagle Mother's pin. Your father has been the source of much advice and guidance along the Eagle Trail. I'd like him to present the Eagle Scout certificate to you.
Is the same as this?
We'll find it out.
Well, as far as I know, it is.
Okay, let's go with it.
So, yeah, this came in the mail for you. So we had it framed. It's got the badge, a duplicate of the Eagle pin that was just pinned on you, and the official Boy Scouts of America Scouting Eagle Scout award.
And in return, please present your father with this Eagle Father pin.
Yeah. So, as becoming an Eagle, you're automatically entered into the Eagle Scout organization, the group, for about 3 weeks, and then they try to upsell you from there. So, your mother went ahead and enrolled you in a lifetime membership into the Eagle Scout family. So, you'll receive magazines and advertisements, and you can do networking and get a better job or something like that. So that's for you.
And now,
Chicks love it.
See, I told you. And now, it gives me great pleasure to present to you our newest Eagle Scout, Quinn Dallas Niermeyer.
We're not quite through yet. All right, we do have some time set aside for anyone else that would like to come up and say a few words. Tom has a letter from the ranger here at Lapham Peak. Quinn's Eagle Project took place here at Lapham Peak, and as you drive out, if you look at the ranger station, you'll see the stone and gravel around the building. That was Quinn's Eagle Project.
So Ranger Brett can't be here tonight, so I'll just read a letter that he wrote to you here. Dear Quinn, it's with the utmost dignity and respect that I get to congratulate you on your remarkable achievement. This is an impressive milestone in your young life that will certainly benefit your future success. You took on a very important project that has led to continued beautification of an area that sets the stage for first impressions and reassures frequent users that the property is being maintained to the highest of standards. Without your involvement, the project would most likely be left unfinished and would have kept Lapham Peak from receiving a $100 grant to purchase plant wildflowers around the office building this year. On behalf of the nearly 400,000 people who visit Lapham Peak annually, we thank you for your hard work and dedication. I wish you the best going forward in life. Be sure to visit often to enjoy your accomplishment. You should be proud of what you've done. Sincerely, Brett. So here's your Brett. Here's your letter. And congratulations.
Next, I'd like to introduce...
I'll just say one more thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Up there.
Please, yes.
So, just as Quinn said, Scouts join Scouts and stay in Scouting for different reasons, and it's the overnight, it's the camaraderie, it's the long-term camping, the high adventure, the merit badges, the rank advancement, all the things that go with Scouting. Well, Quinn and I have spent 5 years of hard time together in Cub Scouts, and I was his Cub Scout leader. And as I look back at that, I think of why was Quinn in Cub Scouts? And I think the conclusion was the snack. So part of my job was trying to keep Quinn from talking and focused, but the other time was answering Quinn when would we get a snack. And if you know the family, I think Quinn wanted a snack because he didn't have his food in his house. So Quinn would show up for campouts, and I'd always have to check my calendar. Are we staying for 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, 6 months? Whatever it was, Quinn was well prepared for those campouts. As you look back, everybody's heard the statistics on Eagle Scouts. Many boys start this. In all seriousness, very few get to this point of Eagle Scout. So I think they sit around 5%. So congratulations, Quinn, on a big accomplishment, and well done.
Next, I'd like to do is introduce Dylan Niermeyer and his younger brother.
I used to think that Quinn had trouble coming out of the shell and making new friends. But when I saw how he acts around others in Troop 20, I knew for sure that I was right. He does not have friends in this troop. Because when I look at Troop 20, I don't see friends. I see family. And even though I'm not even in your troop, you accept me just like anyone else. Thank you for showing me the real Scout spirit. Alright, enough mushy stuff. I also thought that Quinn couldn't handle all of this AP, class homework, soccer, and a job, but he proved me wrong with ease. So Quinn, I just want to say I'm really proud of you. This is a huge deal. It took so much determination and focus, but you did not give up, you didn't drop out, you soared through it like an eagle. Thank you.
I want to get across two messages. The first one is thank you all for coming. I know it's Friday night. I know it's Wisconsin. Fish fries go to 9 o'clock. You'll get there, but we have plenty of food. I want to thank all of you for coming, especially my family who drove up from Illinois to cross what we call in the family the cheddar curtain. and be here tonight and battle all that traffic. Quinn has 6 more months left in Scouts, but that's going to be the summer. It's going to go by quickly. And since you're all here, this is probably maybe my last opportunity to tell you all what I really think of you. This is a Scout-led troop, and I want to first thank the Scouts for probably carrying on a tradition that I wasn't aware of, because we weren't in the troop before, and neither were you. But you've taken Troop 20 and made it into an excellent opportunity for Quinn and his brother even, and myself, to experience something really fantastic. So thank you to that. I also especially want to thank the 4 gentlemen that you've heard from tonight for really making sure that this thing happens week after week after week. When we plan a trip and we try to figure out who's going to make it, it's these 4 guys that say, I can get out of this, I'll mow the lawn on Thursday, I'll be there on Friday, I'll be there all weekend, I'll haul the trailer up, I'll come back down and do the other stuff I got to do, then come back up on Sunday and pick it up. These 4 gentlemen make it happen every single week, year after year after year, and I really want to thank you for that. I just want to tell a little quick story that maybe kind of explains how Quinn got here tonight, and a little bit about his character. When the boys were small, well, first of all, I was never in Scouts, so I didn't know anything about Boy Scouts. My brother was for a while, but he's older than me, and I really wasn't aware of what Scouts was all about. And when the boys were little, his mom suggested that we get the boys involved in Scouting. And I think every Boy Scout here and every Scout leader knows what it means when Mrs. Niermeyer suggests that you do something. You're going to do it, right? So we did that. We did Cub Scouts, and we made things out of popsicle sticks, and we sang songs, and we had lots of snacks. And then it was time to move over into Boy Scouting, which I hadn't even thought about. Like, oh, that comes next. So we did that, and we went on a trip right away. And Quinn, I think, earned his first merit badge, which took several hours to do, whatever the first one was. It took a while, and I had to help him with it. And shortly after, maybe it was Matthew, but we went to an Eagle Scout ceremony just like this. We knew nothing about what it was all about. And on the way home, I said, Quinn, it was just him and I. Mary went in a separate car, I think, with Dylan, but I said, that was pretty cool. I'm not sure what that was all about, but his parents seemed real proud of him, and it seemed like it was hard to get to that point. And I spoke for about 5 minutes, and I was done, and it was just silence in the car. And we drove for about another 30 seconds, and Quinn said, yeah, I'm going to be an Eagle. Okay, well, you're, 11 or 12 or whatever. Fine. So we drove home, and then a week later I started talking to Mr. Hilmer or Mr. Lawson about what it means to get to an Eagle. What do you have to do to get there? And then I started reading about it, and I looked, Googled it and stuff, and I thought, there's like 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 or 12 hours or 6 months for every one of those badges there, every one of those merit badges that he has there. And I started thinking about what that meant to me in my time and what I was going to be spending my weekends doing for the next couple of years. So we had a soccer game a couple weeks later. It was pretty far away, so we were driving together. And I said, Quinn, I looked into this, and it's pretty hard. You don't have to become an Eagle to impress me or to please me. You can be in Scouting for the entire time until you age out. You've got basketball, you've got soccer, you've got school, you can do other things. You don't need to become an Eagle. Just stay in it and get as much out of it as you think you want to get out of it. I went on for about 5 minutes. When I was done, dead silence. And he said, yeah, I'm going to be an Eagle. And that was the last time we talked about it. And every summer camp, when he had the opportunity to take one merit badge and blow off the rest of the day, he took a full, 4 or 5 classes to get all those merit badges. And in the winter, he worked hard to get all those merit badges. So my advice to the Scouts here and to your parents, it doesn't really matter what you do. Stay with Scouting. You're going to get the Eagle or you're not going to get the Eagle. Whatever's right for you, do that. But I think it says a lot about Quinn's character and his economy of words, usually. So, I want to congratulate you. You did a great job. I'm very proud of you.
Tonight has indeed been a special night. Thank you all for coming out and participating in this wonderful event. Let's give our new Eagle Scout one more round of applause. And now I call on our Troop Committee Chair, Jennifer Zellmer, to offer a closing prayer.
Dear Father in heaven, we thank you for this wonderful opportunity to celebrate the accomplishments of Troop 20's newest Eagle, Quinn. May Quinn and all of the members of Troop 20 live every day as an example to others of the values of Scouting. Bless them as they grow to adulthood and fill their futures with great memories of good times spent together with their friends in Boy Scouts. Amen.
Again, thank you for coming tonight. There is food in the back. Please join in and another opportunity to congratulate Quinn as you eat. We are dismissed.
Please, next time.